that they do. So you have to get on it.
Now it's 2nd and 15. Waddle takes it in motion, coming around from his receiver spot, and Jaylen will get 7 yards.
Watch the tapes throughout this year.
7, Tua for his first toss of the night. With time, throws into an open window, and there he goes for the first time tonight. Tyreek Hill catching a first down for the Dolphins out to the 43.
You can just see as he comes off the ball, the reaction of defensive backs on the back end. I mean, they are backpedaling as fast as they can, plus the fact, but for the Eagles tonight, a couple of backups in there, Sidney Brown, Terrell Edmonds, Josiah Scott is going to play in the slot. So some guys not used to being out there. The 2 corners are back.
He's not in the right position. He's found a home here in Philly. 2nd down, Tua is going to have to swing it out to Tyreek Hill. Look at that speed and acceleration to get back to the original line before 3rd and long. Take over at the Eagles 23. Tyreek down to his catcher's stance. Oh, and the behind the back little move. Swing it to Hill. In a gain of 4. They are good and they have fun, and you see it in design on the field.
Behind the back pass, watch, he's going to spin all the way around. Let's make it to Mostert, and he doesn't even look. Do you know how much practice that takes right there to just make sure that ball doesn't?
1 of 12 in the game tonight. 3rd and 9. The Eagles bring 4 to a loss, and it's brought in at the 6-yard line. Jaylen Waddle goes up to get it. Will to catch. It's 1st and goal for Miami.
That was such a terrible route combination for the Miami Dolphins, and Tua made it work. Watch the 2 receivers. They're going to end up within about 5 yards of each other, and somehow it distracted Darius Slay just enough for Tua to be able to lob it up over the top and in.
Negative 8 yards. Fake to him. Tua stops, throws. Tyreek Hill retreating, looking for space. Too many green shirts. Even the cheetah can't get by. It's a loss of 3, and full credit to Josiah Scott. Got down low, would not let Tyreek get by him.
I'll say one thing about Tyreek Hill, he never gives up, does he? He thought he was going to, and you're sitting there with Josiah Scott, and he's like, what the heck? But one thing you know about this league, if you make them stop like that, there's help coming.
It's like watching a basketball game, watching an ISO dribble. Defender was not going to let him get to the cup. 3rd and goal. Empty it out for Tua. He fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Flag is down. Flag down right by the line play.
Holding. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's going to happen inside right here, and you'll see the hold, the hook, the takedown, and it takes the touchdown.
To 3rd and goal, back at the 22.
Already a cost for Isaiah Wynn going out.
Tua will throw it to the sideline, incomplete. He'll try to get there. Couldn't do it. In the opening quarter, Ahmed was credited with a yard. Now Tua will fake it and throw it, and Hill somehow caught that. Half the building thought James Bradberry was going to dance in the end zone for a touchdown. It's a gain. It sets up 3rd and 3.
James Bradberry's been playing really well, and almost.
A great start for the Miami offense. The Miami Heat turned their coach into meteorologist. And Mike McDaniel says 8 yards per play down here in Florida, working all right. 2nd to the greatest show on turf, and 15 touchdowns, passing and rushing. 2nd all time. The 58 Colts. They've led the NFL in all those categories. Touchdowns and passing yards and rushing yards. No team in the Super Bowl era has maintained that for a season. And you see why. Sometimes you come up against a good defense and it's not as easy. Jeff Wilson is in the game. Just activated this week. Tyreek Hill takes it on the edge. He'll run to the 33-yard line. Tua fires left side for the end zone. Tyreek Hill, touchdown! The timing of Tua and Tyreek do it again, and Miami gets back in it. at 17-9.
It's one thing to beat one of the best cornerbacks in football in James Bradberry. This was double coverage. He had support from the safety. They were going to bracket him, and he ran right past both of them. Terrell Edmonds as well. He's played for a long time with Pittsburgh. There is no way to calculate what it's like to play against Tyreek Hill.
And Tua put one of those beautiful looking lefty spinning rainbows up. And it was reeled in by Tyreek Hill for the touchdown. And they reel him in. 17-10. The Eagles lead is 7. Come on in. We got you.
Bringing that pressure off the edge right over here. And I'll tell you, as fast as the offense is for the Miami Dolphins.
2nd and 3. With 16 left in the half. Tua throwing again. Tyreek to the 29-yard line. And a first down on the gain of 15.
Joe Montana won a lot of Super Bowls doing exactly this. Hitting that back foot, not letting the defender react in time at all. And you see what the speed of Tyreek Hill does. It just... So how does Tua do it? Well, he hits spots and he anticipates throws. Look how far out in front he has to aim to get to Tyreek Hill right there. Jaylen Waddle on the other side. 2 receivers in the same spot. Who cares? Just drop it in right.
It's downfield. He was injured on a run. Tua will throw, and it's complete to Hill once again. Tyreek to the 47-yard line. It's like all the guys are trying to chase him, and the fastest guy on the playground cannot be caught.
Watch Tua again, and I can't emphasize this enough. He hits that back foot and throws it to a spot. He is not watching the route that Tyreek Hill is running. He knows against this defense where that spot is. You see where Tyreek Hill...
He learned how to drop in coverage, so now when he does it, he's comfortable doing it. Hill got a block from Hill, his tight end, and gets the first down. There's a flag down. Julian Hill was the tight end blocking on the edge. It's going to come back with the Dolphins hold.
Holding. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
With none so far tonight.
Well, it's pretty easy to see now what they're trying.
From the desert with the cheetah, Chris. Seeking prey. No, he's seeking history. He's seeking a spot in the record books. 150-plus yard games. Already 4 of them through 6 games. Most in league history. 2nd most total receiving yards through 6 games in league history. As he continues his pursuit of a 2,000-yard season. 136 a game. That's ahead of the pace that Calvin Johnson set when he set the NFL all-time mark in 2012. That was 1,964 yards. Tyreek, lifespan of a running back, low tread on the tire, still has his speed. Tyreek Hill and his speed always present, but a good catch there to the 23-yard line. His 11th catch of the night, and Waddle's trying to get ready to get back in here.
That's the magical combination, those two, and due in large part to the fact that they're both so fast. One of them will sprint right down the middle of the field, and then the other one's going to come in behind. Anybody else sprinting like that doesn't clear the amount of space that those two guys do. So one without the other just isn't as good.
Mostert out. Ahmed the back. The 21. Tua throwing complete on a run and then fumbled by Hill. Let's see if it's a catch. He goes to try to recover it. Barrios can't fall on it, but it's an incomplete pass.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
That was happening fast.
Perfectly timed. It was perfectly timed. But I've seen this happen before. When you have to lean forward when you're going that fast, not that I ever have, but you do that, and you think you've got it caught, and then you're trying to put the thing away and also look at the safety to try and make a cut, and all of a sudden it's gone. The amount your arms are used to moving and pumping when you're running like that.
It's a great example. And the class that they've exuded during that Alabama time has been on display throughout. Waddle back in the game. Nice catch to adjust to the ball behind him. The Waddle gain of 14. To Mostert for about 3 yards as he's taken down by Darius Slay coming off the corner.
Well, that's a big-time play there by Darius Slay. They call that a crack replace because the wide receiver is cracking down on the inside linebacker, which means that cornerback has to stand up has to make that tackle, or as we've seen many, many times, these Dolphins runners can take it the distance.
See the numbers on big play Slay. Like the big running back started his career at LSU. A lot of youth in that secondary for the Eagles. 3rd and 12, Tua throwing. Timing is perfect. Complete to Waddle at the 45-yard line. Marked right now as a first down, and it is. They're moving the chains.
There's good and bad with what the Eagles are doing here. Obviously, a lot of space, and so you're going to bring in some cuts on the back end. But because they're being a little cautious with the safeties, and they should be, Terrell Edmunds is playing back, and he's having to deal with all that speed. But you've got Tyreek Hill on the left side.
Another bad snap here. A bouncer to Tua. That is completed to Waddle to the 24-yard line. Pick up 5, but the good pickup was Tua.
Yeah, the snap is going to be like it's an under center snap. It just went up and hit his tail, and Tua very calmly picked it up. And
3rd and 8, empty backfield. Eagles bring 4. Tua backpedals, fires, end zone, and it's picked off by Slay. Darius Slay undercuts it. Gets the return to the 17-yard line. Tua is trying to loft one and back up. Big play Slay on another Sunday. Comes up with the pick of the pass intended for Raheem Mostert. Eagles ball inside their own 20.
we've seen Miami offensively have receivers in the same spot on several plays. Here you're going to see on the outside a double move by Waddle, which is going to put Slay out there on the outside. But look where he's looking. He's looking back to the inside because it was a double move play. In reality, I don't think there's any way Raheem Mostert and Jaylen Waddle should have been 4 or 5 yards apart. That's what set up Darius Slay for that interception.
The first turnover.
The run with minimal people up on the front line.
And one timeout. To do it quick on the slant. Jaylen Waddle to the 33-yard line tonight. And fun to watch their first meeting and fun to relive the history of how both of these players have arrived to their spot as franchise quarterbacks with these franchises. So the Eagles 6-1. They started 8-0 last year.